Hello everybody, welcome. Welcome to another night of some Monster Hunter enjoying. Hope you guys are doing well this evening, all of y'all. My name is Ristretto. If it's your first time here, then thanks for stopping by. And if you've been here before, then thank you very much for being here tonight. Hope you guys are doing well. We're going to be playing some multiplayer tonight in Monster Hunter Rise. As per usual, we have a little queue system hooked up. They actually changed the website for the queue system that I've been using, and so I think the old version of the website's still there, but they're changing things around, so maybe we'll have to make a new queue system sometime soon. Anyways, our normal queue system is here tonight, and then each group, I think, is going to get a triple monster hunt and then a rampage. There were a couple multiplayer nights there when everyone was like getting to the end game of Rise, where it was like so many people were here, but now when there's like a little bit less, we can do those triple monster hunts, and it'll be a nice time. So, cheers to you guys. It's too hot to drink still. Let me give you guys some beans, and we'll jump on over to the game, and I'll say hello to y'all. The Rise Enjoyer has logged on. We're trying. So, hello Palmetto. Welcome. I hope your coffee's good. Hello Ajakes. I hope you enjoy your lurk if you're lurking tonight, or if I get to hunt with you. I hope I get to do that. I think I have, since Rise started. Hello Serpa Sonolento. Welcome to you. Welcome Biotech and FPS Failure. FPS Failure, congrats on your freedom in Monster Hunter Freedom with your new greatsword. Hello Arcane. Hello Game God Hunter. Hello Crystal Time Gear. I hope you're well tonight. Let's see. Tarthur, thank you for the sub. I really appreciate it. I really do. And I'm glad that your summer job ended well and you learned a lot, and now you get to chill. I hope it's at least a couple good weeks of resting before whatever you get up to next. Chorito, welcome to you, as well as the Digi Artist and Full Metal Dragon. Welcome to you guys. I don't know if I said welcome to Fish Kebab, but welcome Fish Kebab. Welcome Syphonia as well. And I think that's everybody. If I missed anyone, then I apologize. Okay. Well, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and open up the queue, so get ready to join. Guild line's open. You may now type !join in the chat. And we'll get right to things here. So, the first group tonight is going to be Syphonia, Alpha, and FPS Failure. And I have the hub information. Oops. I have the hub information right here. Can you choose the monster hunted again? Sure, Arcane. That's fine. Pretty pleased with the cherry on top. You may indeed. So feel free and join up Syphonia, Alternate Alpha, and FPS Failure. It's good to see you guys tonight. Today you continued your World Gunlance playthrough that you stopped doing a year ago. How is it? How's it feel? Welcome, you guys. Welcome, welcome. What do I think about Goss? I like Goss Harak. I think he's a really creative use of that skeleton. More creative than I would have thought. Let me see if I can make some blast attack decos real fast. Nope, I need Bazaguse fuses. Okay. Okay. Let's see, we got everybody in, so I'm gonna go ahead and close that hub info there. Take those 3 out of the queue. So how we're doing things tonight? Is we're gonna be doing a triple monster hunt followed by a rampage. So we're gonna be doing things a little bit longer than usual. Should be fun. Let's see. You left it off with the first Zora, so it started off slow, but other than that, it's been fun. You got 2-shot by Zitzi. Zitzi Yaku. Oh man, I really want that. Let's get a Teostra horn. I would like Teostra soul on my Teostra weapon, please. Okay, welcome folks. We have a great sword user, we have a gun lancer, we have a switch axe user, and we have me with my sword and shield. Let's get to it. I'm gonna selfishly ask that we hunt a Teostra and whatever other monsters show up on this map, if that's okay. I would love to get a horn so I can upgrade this sword and shield here shortly. Yeah, it's strong, Lass, from what I've read. Also, welcome, Lassinine. I'll probably chill with this Teostra sword and shield some of the night because Blast is just comfy. Hey, Wrath of Gog, it's good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Can I show my mug? Yeah, sure. There you go. A friend of mine downstate made this. No stress, Lass. It's not obligatory. You are appreciated here regardless. There you go. That's the mug artist. Hey, Uchi. Good evening to you too. How you doing? Blah, 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 that's how you're doing. It's a pretty good vibe. Oh, I spelled it wrong. It's just blah, 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 blah. There we go. Your tummy's going blah, blah, blah. Aw, I'm sorry. I'll think of it like ayaya. It's be ayaya, blah, blah, blah. There we go. What's this remix? This is one of the summer remixes that they'll let you buy from the eShop. This is a remix of the village theme. All right, so we're gonna be hunting all 3 monsters in this quest. How'd you copy paste your mug from Twitch to real life? It was the other way around. This mug was made, and then another good friend, not my friend who made this mug, but the friend who did the badges. Their name is Schmegel Eskimo. They do excellent pixel art, and they did those. First hunt. This is indeed the first hunt of the evening. I forgot my my life powders. I'm gonna fix that real quick. I'll join you guys in a second. Pick a monster. Is there a Vostrax? Ooh, hype. I'm sure I won't die. Triple monsters on Teo. We're good. We'll get it. Are we doubling up or are we all going for the same thing? Sounds like we're all going to Valstrax here. I hear him. You've been freed from the curse of League and became a Dark Souls 3 player now? Is being a Dark Souls 3 player like being a Monster Hunter player? That was fast. I guess it's because he's a supporting monster in this quest and not the target monster. You can tell it was done by magic. You can believe that, Kirihime. The magic of friendship. If I missed saying hello to anybody, I didn't mean to, but I hope you guys are all having a nice night. I ran some errands today. Whoops. I ran some errands today, and I went to a nice cookout, which is pretty comfy. Nice stagger. Flinch free is magical. Oh, I screwed up the Shurigeki. Feels bad. I feel like I haven't fought that many Valstrax in multiplayer yet. It's a little spookier. You kind of have to pay attention to the cues of if he's going to be going for you at any given moment. Nice. Whoever just staggered him with that file, I guess that would be Mr. FPS. Saved me from getting hit. FPS, our friends, finally finished their grind in freedom and finished their Blushing Dame Greatsword today. Got to watch a little bit of that in the Discord stream. Oops. Just guarding that one. I don't feel like iframing and dying with all these people. That laser beam sure is something. It is, isn't it? Ooh, is it ambush time? It's carve the tail time, am I right, fellas? I'm lucky that didn't come for me. If it had come for me, I would have been the giant jerk who was carving a tail. Syphonia tried to direct him to me. Did he now? How nice of him. Or, alternatively, Syphonia was coming to try and carve the tail, just like me. So that should be a really fun night. I feel like after the end of a long week of doing some solo challenges or having a tough week at work or whatever it is, it's really nice to get to hang out and just play some Monster Hunter with folks. It's also really nice for the melding. I think you need to jump back in your eyes, but your switch isn't with you. Aw, bummer. Get that tail card, folks. Syphonia is innocent? Okay. Hello, Nestor. Welcome. Have fun, Crystal. It's okay. I wouldn't be upset at them if they did get me killed from Valstrax because I deserved it for doing that tail carve in the middle of the ambush. You got accepted to a college you were trying to transfer to? Wrath of Gog? Congratulations. That is a big deal. Especially if you've been like waiting on things like that for a while. Congratulations. Don't know why they sent it at 10:30. Me neither. That damage though. Okay, it looks like one of our friends is using Dragonheart, Syphonia, so I'm gonna try and not heal them too much. Now is an exception. Ow. But I'm keeping my eye on them. Ugh. That roar really trips me up with Metsu. I'm not good at hitting it. Hello, Jack McBride. Hell to you too. I thought that was gonna be the big slam. No, I should have dust a life. I didn't, but I should have. That does nothing for you. I probably shouldn't have done that. He moves way too much for that to be useful. How am I tonight? I'm pretty well. I had a nice day off today. Ran some errands. Got to spend a little bit of time with friends at a cookout. Weather was lovely. Just kind of a slow-paced kind of day. Seth carded. Seth did card. They were using Dragonheart and their Moxie didn't proc. Whoa, FPS there. You good there, bud? Okay, they're good. That's Val's tracks down. Good job, folks. Get these bones too. All right. Epsilon rocket jumping off in the distance. That's alpha for you. You're playing Omega aggressive? Yeah, with Greatsword, that's spooky on Valstrax too. I don't blame you. Alright, what else are we fighting? We're fighting the Magnum... This is a really stacked quest, dude. Fighting a Valstrax, a Magnamalo, and then a Teostra to finish. Fun times. There we go. And Arcane is not actually hunting. Arcane is just going to be requesting the monster that we're hunting. I think we're going to be doing a Gossarag for them. So many fun weapons in Rise. Really want rando quests like in World or more crazy monster combos? Yeah. I think that the potential is here with the monsters and the weapons to make some fun quests. They just got to do it. I wonder how weak Magnamalo is to Blast. Probably not very. Can we do Event Goss? Yeah, sure. Which one, Nestor? The one we just took down, or Gossarag? The one we just took down, Valstrax, is pretty tough to beat. Even tougher without in a group, I feel like. Yeah, I guess you will, Uchi. That's true. Once this game's on PC, we'll be able to run some custom quests. As I roll directly into the ledge, but don't climb it. It's cool. It's fine. We fought Kushala. We fought everything in the game at this point except for a couple of the Apex monsters. No, Arcane doesn't play this game. I wish they did. I do like Rise Kushala pretty well. It's pretty different than the older ones, a lot faster paced. I don't mind it though. We've had some detractors. We've had some folks in the chat not be a fan of the rework. It's okay, Seth. We're all good. Yeah, I agree that Valstrax is the toughest hunt in the game so far. If he'd been going for me, that probably would have worked, but he wasn't. So it didn't. It definitely is a different feeling having him just dashing all around after all of us. We're all running around to keep up. Monster Hunter's like drugs. You're genuinely thinking of driving 20 minutes to get your Switch, come back and play. I mean, GOG, it would be lovely to hunt with you, but I'm not going to make you drive. Oh, there's a cat on the desk. Hello, cat. Hi, Affogato. How's it going? How you doing, baby? I don't know if you guys could see her face there. Probably not. But she's hanging out on the desk. It's tail cut. I haven't played in a month and a half, but you have, because you want it to wait for PC, but screw it, BRB. Hell yeah. Drive safe, dog. Oh. Hello, Teostra. That's quite the entrance. Did someone wyvern ride him in here? It almost felt like it. Hand the cat the controller. I don't think she'd be very good. I think we'd have to get boot up Prowler mode in GU. Then she'd be a natural. No offense, Avocado. How's the volume on things tonight? Loud enough? Too soft? Oh, there's a tail cut back there. Shoot. I want that tail cut. That could be my gem. Don't worry about it, tail. Don't worry about it, tail. Don't worry about it, tail. It was a plate. I'm glad I went back to carve it. I need those for decos. All right, see ya, sucker. We'll be back to get your horn break soon. Yeah, Magnum Hollow did go really far. Looks like things are going well. Hunted Treostra? Nope. We're saving Teo for last. He's the target monster. We want to hunt all three. So we're hunting two other monsters first, and then we're taking down Teo. Oops. Not enough iframes. It's neat seeing him lift multiple people up into the air. Have we already gotten the stagger from Blastblight? Nope. I love that that is a feature of the hunt. You just get a funny little guaranteed down from that. Is this an epic hunting quest? Nope, it's just a quest for Teostra. The other two were just hunting as bonuses. Ooh, the range on that guy though. Trying to watch everyone's health pretty carefully here. Oof. I say before eating a massive hit. I'm good though. I haven't done the much expedition hunting in this game. I think I feel like I want to start doing it just for fun. Do that maybe once a night so we can see some of the monsters we wouldn't normally see as much. Are there epics in this game? There are definitely quests with 2 or 3 monsters in them. I don't think there are any quests. Maybe there's some of the ones in Arena where you go out and you hunt several monsters. Ouch. But there's nothing like in the old games where you'd hunt them and you'd carve like first aids off of them. In this game, they don't need to do that because you automatically can restock at the camp. So it's like, they don't need to give you first aid to last through a 3-monster hunt. Want mega potions? So I'll go to the camp and get them, I guess. Oops. It's cool seeing him do that away from me. You just get them now? I mean, you have to still farm them up yourself, but in this game, you're allowed to restock as much as you want from the camp. I don't let myself do that because I don't really like what that does to the gameplay, but starting in the last game, they let players start doing that. You can change your equipment at any time, you can restock your items at any time. So the concept of running out is entirely self-imposed now. Nice heartbreak. I mean, yeah, pretty much, Arcane. You still have to run back to the tent to get to them, but yeah, you do. Pretty substantial balancing change. It's somewhat contentious, but... you can always just not do it like me. I mean, I think how I would actually think about that is kind of like leaving the area to heal in an old game. Where, like, that option technically existed in the old games, and you could do that. You could do that for every hit you took, and it would be the safest option for you most of the time. Sometimes you might time out if it was a particularly tough quest, but you could do that 100% of the time, but people didn't, kind of out of a sense of, like, this is not the game. I'm not supposed to just go and zone out every time to heal, and just out of a sense of, like, this is how I want to play the game. I want to impose the challenge on myself to heal in the area with the monster. That's how I think I would consider not restocking in this game. No, I don't think anybody thinks it's more difficult with that implemented, Arcane. I think people are of the opinion that certain bits of these new games can be more difficult than the old games. Certain fights, certain mechanics in certain fights, stuff like that. But I think in general, folks can acknowledge that a lot of the quality of life stuff does make things a bit easier. You know, are we doing Greatsword Charge or Wyvern's Fire for a wake up? I guess we're doing a Greatsword Charge. Symphonia knows the wake up. I can't seem to get. Not dead yet. I know this is dumb. I actually never thought of that comparison between the zoning and the restocking before. They're both optional things that just make the game more challenging and entirely self-imposed. I do think, obviously, restocking is orders of magnitudes a little bit stronger than just leaving the area to heal, but similar relationship there. Good job, folks. All right, let's get who we came here for. Let's get that Tio. Will you cart to Teo now? If you do, just break the horns first. I don't care if it's a split second before you die, just break the horns so we get the part break. How many carts? 2 carts right now. This game's freaking cool. Seeing everybody bouncing around the map. There's Alpha. I don't know if I like that change, Patty Man. I wouldn't go as far as to say that personally, but I guess I don't hate that it's there. It does change things, but I don't have to use it. Dude, he swiped 3 of us with that one slap. High value Teostra. You got all of us with that. They reduced the sharpening time. I have speed sharpen turned on. Sharpening's about the same. Only change to sharpening is that you now have infinite whetstones, because like when did you ever really run out anyways? Speed sharpening is very easy to add to your sets in this game, so it's one of the skills that I'll almost always have on. I forgot he did that at the end of that attack. Whoops! Haven't played it Rise in a while. I've been too preoccupied with stories too. It looks fantastic, so I don't blame you. Oak Torterra, it's good to see you. Welcome. Get that Wyvern's fire. Very late endgame, so might be 100% soon. Sweet, congrats. I hope you've enjoyed your time with the game. I am having an awful time with hitting that tail. Classic. Oh, hi. This is fun. Thank you guys for playing multiplayer with me tonight. Right, there is DLC coming out. You've got a long time of update. From what I saw of their like roadmap for that, you've got lots of updates to look forward to, which is sweet. I'm looking forward to playing that game. I don't know exactly when it's going to happen. My computer delivery got delayed by like a long time, so I guess I could play it on the Switch still. I still might. I like portable games. Switch frame rate though, yeah, but we can still enjoy playing the game. You played Try on stream? Yes, once. With motion controls. The VOD's on YouTube or Twitch. No, we played Try once. We did motion controls. Dude, it was great. We should do that again sometime soon. I have the Wii U hooked up. Oh, wow. That was fancy. I've never seen him do that before. How far did you go? We, killed Great Jaggy, I think. Which is something I'd never done before. I think we got to bear off. Maybe? Maybe not. I'd never killed Great Jaggy in Try before. That was where my younger self who tried out Monster Hunter Try gave up. You mentioning high value Teo as he stuck with a headcanon that Teo's just really into clearance shopping and has pages of coupons whenever he enters the store. I feel like he'd have eyeglasses that would perch on the bridge of his nose. Horn break. Actually getting a little low on heals. hello, feisty child. Welcome. Yep, we don't have many people on the line right now, so if anyone wants to join, you're welcome to. Just type / join in the chat and I'll put you into the multiplayer queue. Maybe I should have an auto repeat command for that on multiplayer nights that tells folks to join. It seems like folks until like start rotating people in and out maybe don't know that you can type that. Can you join thrice? No. I'm probably gonna let you pick the monster once tonight, because that will kind of set the course of that whole hunt, seeing as we're going to be hunting the other 2 monsters besides Gossarog too. Looks like our next group is going to be Fish Kebab, Feisty Child, and Palmetto. Can we do Event Goss? Yes. Nice tail cut. Trying out the sword and shield so you might cart? That's fine. Never be afraid to cart. Truly. There you go. Thank you, Fish. Nobody died! I was gonna Matsu Shorigeki it. I screwed it up. That broke apart probably his horns, which is what I needed. Yeah, horn break. Thank you, guys. What other skills do you have? We have a bunch of skills there. You can see we have attack boost, some critical eye. Oh, well, we broke the horns. I don't care. Aw. Like I said, I got the horn. Sorry for the daggers. It happens. I got 2 plates in that quest too. You got clipped, but out of shape. You're good, dude. I don't care. I don't care. We got the horns. That's what I said before. Plus, you should never be afraid to cart. It's okay. That was a good quest regardless. Someone feel free and pick a rampage quest for us to do. Oh, Arcane. Oh, Arcane. You have some things to see when it comes to 5th generation and 4th generation and 3rd generation set building. You've been told about the new system. It's pretty nuts. It is pretty nuts. Negative skills. There are no negative skills. I do miss those. Arcane has played through like the beginning of 3rd generation. They've probably played Portable 3rd, I think. Didn't think it would allow for that many skills. Some of them are lower value skills, if that makes sense. Like some of them are 1-point skills you can add in, whereas others take up more space on your sets and your slots. Apex Diablos. Repel using Wyvern Fire Artillery. Gather drop materials, repel using a cannon, inflict a status ailment, inflict an elemental blight. You're doing Heroics Greatsword for this quest. Be careful not to heal you. I will try my best not to. They probably did not, Fish Kebab. This isn't even as crazy as some of the sets get. They get crazier than this. I mean, this is pretty crazy for this game, but if you play Rise, you're gonna make an Adrenaline +7 set. It's a thing. I think it might be Adrenaline 5. There's a lot of deflecting in Kimura. That's kind of funny. That's when you played was Free Me Night. I didn't realize you hadn't touched 3rd gen at all. It was the first time you managed to complete the guild card in that game. It was one of the first games to have a guild card. I think only Freedom 2 and Free Me Night had it. I have not completed the guild card in any of the games. Oh, you have played 3rd. But that was your most recent one. I got you. I'm sorry. I misinterpreted. When you said the last one, I thought you meant the latest one you'd played. My apologies. All right. It's been fun kind of having you notice different things about the games that are new and getting to talk about them. It prompts interesting conversations. Can't wait for a meaty 4K damage 2-charge slash. You cart. I mean, like, we'll try it. You cart as much as you want, is what I want to say, with a Heroics Greatsword. Oh, the best layout. Alright, well. I will that's kind of a cool name for this map, Angani's Bane, or Aang's Bane. It has a similar ring to like, oh, it's like Helm's Deep, if it's Aang's Bane. Is Arcane beyond the trolling phase? Oh, never, Uchi. Never truly, I would imagine. Look at our character just staring at this gun. He's like perplexed. Gun in floor. There goes the gate. Alright, fine. I'll attack things with my weapon. Alright, Bizarrio's down. I should probably go for those sorts of status effects before the counter phase. I'm going to kill things too quickly to blast proc them. Rise is fun. Well, let's see. We gathered drop materials. We inflicted a couple status ailments. We inflicted some elemental blights. I kind of want to make sure we... Ooh, and status ailments are doubled up this round. Okay, I'm going to spend the round attacking with my blast sword and shield. That's something I'm going to do. We also need to get some cannon repels. So, those are the two things I feel like we should focus on for this round, personally. Cannon repels, status element, or status ailments. Elemental blights can wait until the end because we have those Wyvern Fire artilleries, which will be proccing fire even up towards the end. All right. Whoops. Ugh, feels bad, man. Missing those 3 hits of the drill slash feels pretty bad. There's the status ailments. Oops. Hey, Anjanath always have wings? Yep, they're not always visible. Alright, status ailment's done. I'm gonna get on cannon repels. Where do we have a cannon set up? Do we have one up here? Nope, well, we're about to. Alright, there's cannon repels. Just elemental blights now. Sounds good, man. No, he can't fly with the wings. Their fins used to disperse heat when it charges its fire. Ah, so they're just kind of thin membranes used to help with that. That's pretty neat. Oh, there goes the major threat, air quotes. Excuse me, Anjana. Casual 5k wyvern shots. Nice. Nice. We got some elemental bombs up here. Cool. We should probably go set up the backfield. Artillery upgrades wyvern shot? I don't know. It might. Nice, I like this one. Oh, you want one up there? Okay, that's fine. It shoots Diablos when it charges. Nice. I don't spend nearly enough time looking around at the environments that we're fighting in with these. It makes my brain wonder, like, where does this style of, like, geometry fit in around Kimura? There we go. I guess maybe geometry isn't the right word. Geography. Still hit me so long. You can also reply the word geometry. I suppose so. Shoot, stupid Rathalos. There we go, we got the repel. That's every objective. Nice job, folks. When it comes to the structures, yeah, I guess. Don't think they made it clear how close it is to the village. Oh, jeez. Must have already used the Dragonator. Oh well. Dude, my guy is moving. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Octoterra is like maybe on the other side of all those mountains that surround, you have these tunnels and canyons. But that's just headcanon. What a dog pile! Oh my goodness, literally. Oops. I forgot it just freaking boosted forwards after that roar. Particles. Okumiya. Uh-oh. Nice tail cut, folks. I'm excited to fight this thing on its own. I haven't done that yet. Recently was refighting Apex Rathian for the first time in a few weeks. We were so focused on some of the final boss stuff that I hadn't done that in a while, and it was pretty fun. Nope. Yeah, the 3 Apexes that you unlock later on in the game, which are Zin, Diablos, and Rathalos, I haven't fought outside of Rampages yet. They're part of the advanced quest, so I haven't touched them yet. So we technically have 3 new monsters still, which is pretty exciting to me. RIP. Sorry, FPS. Quick, come back, get your carbs. Yeah, I've done them all in Rampages, but it does feel pretty different in Rampages. It's kind of hard to really learn their moves because there's so much random stuff going on a lot of the time in Rampages. It definitely feels like once I've fought Apex Rathian outside of Rampages, I could come back into the Rampage and recognize the moves in here, but before that, it's really hard to because it's attacking the gate, it's attacking your Palicos, it's attacking, like, installations, it's all over the place. Not an environment conducive to learning a monster's patterns at all. Well, this first group has been fun. Thank you guys for hunting. It was a really good time. Guild cards before we leave? Sure, let's do it. Thank you for the reminder. S+. Nice job, you guys. Got a Anjanath plate, or an Anjanath plate, rather. It's kind of a funny kill cam. GG's to you too, Alpha. It was really fun to hunt with you guys. I was definitely enjoying myself there. There you go. Make sure not to disconnect too soon. Make sure you get the guild card first. So this next group is going to be Fish Kebab, Feisty Child, and Palmetto. You guys can get ready to join in. We view FPS's guild card. Pretty nice spread of weapons. Put the beans on it. All right, our next group is welcome to join in here. So that's going to be Fish Kebab, or Feisty Child, and Palmetto. On that note, need to go and do life things. Well, Sephonia, thank you for coming by on multiplayer night. It was great to get to see you and hunt with you. Also, welcome, Game God. Go ahead and post up the quest here. Alright, so we're going to be hunting all 3 monsters in this event, Gosharag. We got everybody in here. Go ahead and remove some of these folks from the queue. Can you join an Arcane spot? There are already 3 people. Arcane was just choosing the monster. You'll be in the next group, Game God. Goofy scream. Was it me doing a noise? I do lots of noises. Do lots of dumb noises. Focus on your name tag? No, it's me. I see you get knocked all the way up into the air. Nice knocks. That's really fast. Is there a WR out there for Sword and Shield yet? You're done? That's really fast, dude. I hope you post it up. I will watch it and then try and emulate a small portion of it solo. That Diablos was angry? Dude, he spiked you. Yes, hello, Mr. Maestro Nox. If you post it, people will think you so unironically enjoy Monster Hunter. Aw, you should post it. I want to see it. Hello, Koi Chocobo. Good to see ya. John, I like you're like Legolas looking here. I like it. Alright, we're gonna hunt all 3 monsters in this quest, not just Gossarag. Doing slightly longer groups tonight. Just for the heck of it. Oh, I took 2, I'm sorry. If anybody needs some, I can give them. Do you want yours? Shoot. So greedy. Yeah, I think so too, FPS. It was nice to get to hum with ya. Thanks, Marths. I appreciate it. This is my pride and joy, my mixed set. Whoops. Nice. Going from GU Valstrax to this game's Valstrax must be a trip. Ooh, I gotta be careful. I could have gotten sniped by that just as easily. Not really. It was not a trip. I was looking at some footage of GU Valstrax. He looks quite a bit like this game's Valstrax. This is a Gossarag quest game, God. We're doing all 3 monsters, just like I said. I'm not a liar. Is faster in some regards? Really? I can't even imagine. In no way a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Don't worry about it. Fish Kebab is a great hunter? I think they are. They're playing Hudson Horn for us tonight. With the Bizarrios Rock, no less. I appreciate the Bizarrios Rock being the choice for this quest. It's going to be nice on Mr. Gossarag. he leaving already? He is. Bye. Dude, he went all the way over. Oh, I missed. Sorry, folks. Thought I could thread the needle between those two explosions. Did not thread the needle between those two explosions.
Neat.
Just charged in and insta-died. We're off to a good start. It's okay. Our last time we did the triple quest, our first two carts were on Val's tracks as well. I think that's honestly when he's most threatening, is when he's not even attacking you in this matchup with 4 people. Hey Martha, how you doing tonight? Oh, please heal me. Please heal me. Get out of there. Thank you. I'm good now. I would have been a bozo if I'd been the one who tripled us out. I mean, we do have one more cart, I think, because we got insurance, but... That's so bad of me. That's so shitty. Sorry. You'll triple them yet? I might. Alright, no more ZSDs. No more ZSDs. ZSDs with this defense are sketchy solo, much less multiplayer. Streamer precariously mounts the monster and then calls for heals. Oi. It's not safe, Martz. It's really not. Truly the most newbie moment I've ever had. What do you mean? The range wouldn't reach out to people. You have to be in the same general vicinity as people for wide range to work. We made it through the Val's tracks. Now we get a nice chill time with a Somnicanth, and then Gossarog is it. Sorry for those carts, folks. There's a tail carve somewhere here. Oh, there it is. They're both underground, huh? Think there's any chance of a final cart? Not on Somnicant, probably. I mean, I guess there's always a possibility, but Gossarog might. This is an event Goss, so he has a little more HP than usual. Goss can be pretty tricky. Goss, smash. Actually, probably needed some Somnicant materials for a little while now. This poor Somnicant is gonna have a bad time. No more ZST. No more ZST. Who's this bloke? This is Somnicant. It's an earlier game monster, so it's not going to stand up to us super well right now. Is that even a large monster? It is. It's like probably about the same size as something like a Great Roggy or a Great Jaggy. But it's not super large. I mean, I agree with you, Marth. I think Somnicant is a little underpowered, just overall, but it's a large monster. It can deal damage to you, so it could definitely triple card us. Almost jumped over it there. It was the only thing with Blast Bite on launch. That's funny. I'd forgotten that. It has these different shells that can crack on its chest if you Blast Blade or a Flash Bomb or heal itself like it just did there. What's it supposed to be? Some kind of serpent. It also does sleep. It's kind of a status effect heavy monster. It's very neat. It's just not super threatening, I don't think. Yeah, a siren kind of, yeah. It does sing to itself gently when you leave it alone. Huh? Something finished me there and ended my ZSD early. It's about to sing. You can stagger it out of it though. Wrath of Gog, welcome back. You're gonna be in the next group with Game God Hunter. Here's a Flash Bomb. Didn't flash Goss for whatever reason. Ah! Time for your second pinky and flavored Pocky after cooking dinner and crushing some monsters. Nice. It sounds like you've had a nice day, FPS. Gossie partially fills the ignactor-shaped hole in your heart. He's pretty cool. I think it was nice, FPS. You're free. Nope, Affogato has returned to the desk. Hello, Affogato. Hi. Hello, you're bumping my microphone. Hi. You are directing the way. You can't stand on the microphone stand. This cat's up to no good. I forgot though. Why is she so curious today? She's just curious about this room in general. She wasn't allowed in this room until recently. It's also just where I am, so I think she likes being here. She's definitely just standing directly in front of the screen. She's like, you quit playing video games. Shoot, it's so slow. We're good. Hi. Are those two getting along? They are, yes. They're able to be out and about together now. Like, we leave them out together when we leave now. They're doing pretty good. They're not, like, super friendly or, like, cuddly with each other, but they exist in the same space, which is way better than where they were. Yeah, less fighting, too. They're getting more used to just being around each other. She left. She was like, okay, well, if you're not going to pet me. Yeah, I guess it used to be... Oh, no, fish. It used to be like anytime they got near to each other, they would kind of freak out. Like, you're in my personal space, get away. And now they can kind of come up to each other and sniff each other, and they're okay with it. Which I think is a pretty big difference. And that's that. Poor Somnicant. I feel bad for it, man. I probably should have captured it. Not breaking stun with an upswing? I probably should have. Alright. Gosserag time. This one goes out to Arcane Doctrine. Was he always that large? They vary in size a little bit. Is it, Martz? Is it now? I don't think I believe that. Hi. How you doing, Jay Novice? Welcome. Ooh, that's spooky as a group. He just swings all over wildly. Going okay so far? Switch axe is so much fun FPS. It's in such a good spot in this game. To me, this weapon feels like perfectly, not perfectly balanced rather, but like balanced properly in this game, if that makes sense. Where like, it's not much stronger than a lot of the other weapons. It's not super duper broken. It's just in a great spot. I don't know why I thought I could... I rolled that and then fell back into it. Whoops! Also, props to Fish Kebab for going CB on this guy. I thought about it. I thought better of it. Hey, Miyabi. I don't know if I've ever fought a Gossrog in multiplayer. I probably have. Probably not that many times, honestly. Hi! Hi, Affogato. She's biting my arm. What are you doing? Why are you biting me? No! She's upset. Are you upset? Hungry? She had dinner. No! That's twice now we failed our triple monster hunt on the last monster. Rip. Sorry, folks. Hi. Hello, Affogato. Hello. Hello. Cancel the stream? No, we're not canceling the stream. That was going pretty well too, it was. Was it the stun? Oh my gosh. The instant stun. Is tonight a multi-night? It is, yes. This group is going to do a rampage. Any of you can feel free to post up a rampage quest. We can do it. Hello. After next group, is it time for seconds? If nobody else has joined up, sure. I want to try and get as many people who are new in as possible. Hi. Excited to play GU with me someday? It'll be fun, won't it? Hello. I've never had a cat come and stand here directly in front of me, just like pet me. All right, bye. She's leaving now. At least for now. GU multi-nights are gonna be nuts. Like, so holy hell, there's so much variety. It is. There are. Get behind the tree. Ah! Hang on. Alright. You guys pick a rampage. I'm gonna use the bathroom. When I get back, we will keep going. See you guys in just a moment. Oh, we're back. Forgot to unmute there for a second. Looks like our next group of people is going to be Game God Hunter, The Wrath of Gog, and Miyabi. All right. Nice, and Nabushi. Look at your set? Okay, I will. Like, your layered set or your actual set? Your set just looks like full Rachna. Where the heck is... Okay. Player list. Fish. View equipment. Oh, it is full Rachna, isn't it? No, it's not. Never mind. Con 4, Wax 3, Stamina Surge 3, Normal Wrap It Up 3, Bubbly Dance, Resuscitate. Dude, nice. Bow Charge Plus and Stun Res and Flinch Free. That's a great set. Nice job. So many skills finished. Sick. Normal Rapid Up. That's probably what, a Resuscitate? It's probably normal Rapid Up 1, Resuscitate 2, Bubbly Dance? Or is it normal Rapid Up 2, Resuscitate 2 with a 3 slot? That's crazy. So it's either Bubbly Dance or Gemming In or normal Rapid Up with that gray deco there. That's amazing. Nice fish. Hello, Skiffy. How you doing? Multi-night? Yep. We are doing a multiplayer night tonight. Was distracted with Smash Bros. I saw there was a tournament. One of the... Oh, gosh darn it. I didn't mean to take both of those. One of the first majors was tonight. I was sad I didn't get to watch it. You have baby charms still because talking to the cat about charms was just not in your priorities anymore? That's fair. Aang's Bane once again. The venues nearby you used to love attending? Yo, that's really cool. That was VG Boot Camp that was on. Are they at the... I forget where that venue is. I'm jealous. I lived really close to the venue for Big House and Frostbite, and I never went. I really should have. Now I live near no venues, and I'm kind of kicking myself for having not gone. Maryland, it's a horse race track? Right. Cool. Who won that tournament? Was that even a major? It definitely had the talents of a major there. Like it had the talents there for a major. What theme does the baggy armor have to you? To you, it's like a captain? I think so too. That's a pretty great charm, Gog. That's a pretty great charm for sure. Getting that stun a monster one done quick here. What's your charm, Miyabi? Feel free to share. Nice job, folks. Talent of a major, but I don't think it was first seed one. Don't know if your viewers follow Smash. Who was the first seed? I think Tweak was there, weren't they? Some viewers do. I don't follow all of it. I followed more of it back when there was there were more in-person events. Nowadays, I think I would say I casually follow it. Always afraid to attack as an ogre sometimes. That's okay. We're doing pretty good here on these objectives, folks. I don't even know what character Tweak plays anymore. Like, I just haven't followed Smash for like a year, so I really don't know much of anything about the current scene. Repel using Bamboo Bomb. Pog. Let's get it. Wasn't he a Wario main? I don't even remember, man. It's been too long. I think at one point, yeah. There's been so many characters that I don't even know how they work. Like, I think I followed how the characters worked up through Joker, and then after Joker, I have no idea how the different characters play. No drop mats? Yeah. That's a bummer. That's the bad part of going too quick, is the drop mats don't happen. I just didn't watch any of the online stuff. The online stuff didn't feel the same to me. He made Wario, wanted to main Sephiroth, and plays Diddy now with Sep secondary. Nice. That's cool. Diddy's hype. Diddy makes me feel cozy Smash 4 vibes, so I'm into that. Like pre-Bayo Smash 4 vibes. Back when Diddy was like viable. Well, we got one Bamboo Bomb Repel. Talk about Smash the same way you talk about Monster Hunter? Do I? I'm posing. I don't know as much as I I don't know that much about Smash. Yeah, you could definitely play Rise using only guild style longsword. Totally. I feel like, well, alright. I don't think I talk about monsters or stuff like that much. I don't really think there's so much a thing as like, oh yeah, this weapon was viable in this way, like back then. Maybe. I really want this Bamboo Bomb Repel. Oh, they blew up my bombs. Sag. Do you think Smash could be your new thing if Monster Hunter suddenly stops existing? No. No, I don't think so. I think I would... Uchi, I feel like I would have a hard time maintaining a positive mental state in a competitive sport. That's part of why I don't play any like shooters or anything that's really competitive. It's just like I have a hard time not getting too upset. And it sounds dumb. I mean, like, I'm sure I would have some nights where I would be fine or some games where I'd be just fine. But I think, I don't know, competitive stuff taxes your mental state a lot more than PvE. Rip, no bamboo bombs. Would you do a Smash multi-night someday with custom stages? Probably not, sorry. I don't intend to ever really stream Smash on here. Is Barry on Switch X still top tier for Ice? You have a Rapid Morph 3 Ice Attack 2 slot. I think it's one of the better ones. Rampage could be better, but I haven't checked out Rampage. I guess we should set up the backfield, huh? Rapid Morph 3 Charm is amazing. Whoops. Have a lot of unfinished sets. Hi, Frenchie. How you doing? How are you? Fighting off a pizza coma, losing the fight. Dude, I haven't had pizza in a while. Maybe pizza tomorrow. I think pizza tomorrow. Dude, this team has rolled through this Rampage. Looks like we got folks on the Dragonator down here. I do know those cherries, Marts. The last monster you fought was last month. It was your appendix? Oh gosh. Got the iframe. This is morbid. Welcome, Draconic Stormy X. This beautiful creature, this poor Ibushi. Oh my god. Dude, aerial reload is the way. I forgot about that. Have you fought the Apex monsters in the wild? Some of them. Not all of them. This poor thing. I got the tail. That's what I wanted. Apex and Ogre is a lot different than siege weapons. I know, I'm looking forward to it. For me, that's going to be part of the advanced quests that we take on. Wow. Nice job, folks. Curious because you don't even remember what it looks like. Do you play less visual effects? No, I don't. That was fun. Nice job, folks. Apex in advanced? Well, I mean, I don't know if he's technically an advanced quest, but he unlocks with all the other advanced quests and is grouped together with them, so I'm treating him as part of those quests. I just haven't touched any of those quests yet. Anything that came out, or anything that, like, unlocked for me after completing Valstrax and the final story boss, I just haven't touched yet. Nice, we got a ruby of some sort. Rathalos ruby. Appreciate it, game, thank you. Hi, Monty. I did, Uchi, yeah. Okay. Well, let me go ahead and send out some guild cards. Hi, Monstropolis. How you doing? $50 of these tickets, holy crap. How am I? I'm doing really well. We're having a fun multiplayer night. Rip, GOG, I'm sorry. Adjusting the keybinds like that is never fun. Dude, so much melding. I get so spoiled, you guys. Doing this every week, we just get like a huge amount of melding for free. Yeah. She was sitting on the desk here at one point. She came and she sat here and she bit my arm until I pet her. So I pet her, but she was sitting like right in front of the screen and you could see her face in the cam. She wanted pets. You eat whatever you want, babe. Uchi says hello.
Hi, Uchi.
How you doing?
Good.
Thanks.
I'm watching Highwaymen on Netflix.
I don't know what that is.
It's about two Texas Rangers that are needed to capture behind the car.
Oh, neat.
Hi,
Sounds
Frenchie.
dramatic. All right. Well, it's been fun hunting with you three. I'm gonna have you guys cycle out for our next group. Our next group is gonna be Game God, Hunter, Wrath of Gog, and Miyabi. It was good to hunt with you three, though. So for the three who are joining in, the hub is now up on the screen. Feel free and join in, and it'll be fun to hunt with you guys. There were indeed some great hunts, Palmetto. Thank you for hunting. You're down getting bullied by Rise Tigrex? We can do a Tigrex hunt. We'll hunt all three monsters that show up. Oh, you're done getting bullied. Okay, then we don't have to do Tigrex if you don't want to. Welcome, Hayami. Had this charm for a while. Let me take a look at it. I know you mentioned you had a good charm. Nice. Evade extender with a 3 slot and a 2 slot. That's comfy. Nice. System update required. Don't worry, God. We'll wait for you. No. Well, system updates don't take long on the Switch. They're pretty quick. I'm not worried about it. We will wait for you. Believe me, we putz around taking a long time anyways. Welcome, Game God. Hayami or Game God, you guys can feel free to choose a monster you'd like us to hunt. I don't really care what we do. I like your layered armor, Game God. It looks really cool. I don't think male hunters get whatever that is. That's cool looking. It should automatically system update you, honestly. If you're trying to start the game, it should be like, hey, want a system update? And you hit update and it goes real fast. You can do it, Palmetto. All right, let's see what this says. Ooh, hunt a Tigrex and a Diablos. Okay. I'm down. Oh, it's the rider armor from Stories 2? Is that... Oh, that must be like a crossover thing. You must get that when you have Stories 2 on your system. I gotta do that. I gotta buy Stories 2. Alright, Marks. Well, we'll miss you. Not worried about it, Gog. Don't worry. Really. Like I said, we futz around all the time. We gun lancing? I'm gun lancing. So if you're gun lancing, then yeah, we are gun lancing. Been trying to do some practice at Blast Dash gun lance. Game God set is awesome. I'll take a look at it. You will if you remember how to play. If not, that's okay too. I wish you could just walk up. I miss when you could just walk up to somebody and hit A and view their set. Crit Eye, evade window, evade extender. What they got going on here? Full Narga. Well, with some Anjanath Greaves. And a Crit Eye Charm. There's a lot of weird quality of life stuff for the menuing that's missing in this game. A little bit, yeah. That's okay. Some other stuff's been added, some stuff is not. Eventually they'll get there. I'm still thankful they added some of the hit zones and drop rates to the Hunter's Notes. That's amazing. Okay, so we have Game God, and we have Wrath of Gog, and we have Miyabi here. Which means that next up, so far, we just have Draconic Storm EX. Only have good armor in GU. You'll be fine, Game God. Is there one more player? Yeah, Wrath of Gog in the chat is joining Miyabi, don't worry. Exactly, Wrath of Gog, there you go. Doesn't need full gem sets. They're Game God. Thanks for joining, Kyrol. Yeah, anybody who wants to take place in the next couple groups is welcome to type !join right now. Yep, I'm happy to get to home with Gog. Multiplayer nights are so much fun. Doing rampages, we are doing triple monster hunts, or I guess in this case we're going to do a double monster hunt, and then yeah, a rampage for each group. Sweet, yeah. Should be a good time. It has been thus far. Alright, cheers, Marks. You have a good night. Hello, Bio. Welcome. No horn has happened. Well, I guess, I think Fish Kebab. Was it Fish Kebab? I think Fish Kebab had a horn earlier. It was the Bizarrios Rock. I wish I had a better memory of like who used what. I have a really hard time with it sometimes, and I feel poorly for not remembering exactly what everyone's equipment was, or like what people were playing. Nice, Bio. We got our next group queued up. Draconic Storm EX, Kyrule, and Bio are going to be the next three after this group. This group is just starting. We switched to Elemental CB for Goss. Ah, I missed the mid-game switch. It's cool. Welcome, Gog. Is that the frickin' it is? That layered set, man. Dude. With the Gargwa mask. Gog, I will ask if you don't mind to leave your Palico behind, so we don't have any buddies drawing aggro or anything. You don't have to if you're upset by it, but that's what we usually do. Yeah, Hayami's playing Horn. Narga Horn's a good one. I guess I should eat too. What a look. It is quite the look, isn't it? Look at that person. Look at that Gargwa enjoying that dongo. Alright, I guess I can take that hub info off the screen. The Diablos in this quest is really dangerous. We'll see how we do. We will see how we do. Look at Gog. They look sick. They've got quite the look going on. Oh, he was doing some shenanigans? Oh, I missed it. Hey, S-Fox. Welcome, welcome. Haven't played in a while, so ready to die. It's okay. I think we'll be okay. Alright, I'm not taking more than my allotted supplies. A tiny Tigrex and a big Diablos are here. Oof. Forget what I did this quest with. I think I did it with maybe Lance or Hunting Horn or something. Aw, missed. I was coding, but Moob was kind of boring. Thought it'd be less boring to have a stream on the side. This Diablos is massive. It's supposed to. This is an event quest, I think. Or if not an event quest, then at least a challenge quest. It says in the description about a teeny tiny Tigrex and a big Diablos. Oof. That Diablos' swing was large. Tigrex hates you? It's okay. Just take it slow and we'll be all good. Whoop! I say before getting smacked. Don't know why that didn't work. Looks like my chat just bugged out for a second there. That's weird. Ow. Dude, hops are so good with the Fate Extender. Love it. Tigrex looks normally sized. He's a little smaller than usual. Whoops. Oh, I'm dead. Wyvern, or not Wyvern fell, Wire fell directly into a hip check. That was a bummer. I was even kind of taking my time. Oh, I should probably grab this bird, shouldn't I? Whoops. Let's do that. Dude, you drop like a stone. Kind of an intense quest. The other quest we've been doing tonight, we've not been fighting 2 monsters at once. We've been fighting 3 separate ones. Gog's over there like a champ, shelling away. Who put the gate up? I guess Hayami did? Oh well. They jumped out, they far casted back though. I guess they can't charge around as much that way. Come on. That wire move, Gun Lance, kind of looks like the one move of Magnet Spike in Frontier. What move is that? I didn't know you could shoot a shell out of a dash. You can cancel into a shell. I actually didn't know that, funnily enough. One where you dash forward. Ah, yeah. That's a switch go. It's actually not a, it's actually not what, you don't have to spend a wire bug to do that. You can do this at any time that you want, which is kind of nice. Maybe they took inspiration from the Magnet Spike move? I don't know. It's a move that was also in Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, called Blast Dash. Rather beloved among Gun Lancers, for obvious reason. Oh, I think I forgot to put Flinch Free on my set. Whoops. Okay. Doing okay, we just gotta hang on and not cart one more time, that's all. Didn't know that, haven't used enough Gun Lance, that's okay. I don't think I actually used it very much in that game either. A little tiny bit. Can low rank join multi-night? Yeah, if someone who was stuck in, if someone who was still in low rank wanted to join a multiplayer night, that would be just fine. We would just do some low rank quests with them and step our gear down. Why do you ask, S Fox? Oh. Oh, hello. Oh gosh. Let's not cart myself. Might be able to join in 2 or 3 weeks after you start working again. Nice. That'd be lovely to get to play with you, son. Tigrex is dead. Nice job, folks. We got this. Just don't cart right now, and we're good. Got it. Point to buy a Switch after you get your first paycheck. You're too excited for a Switch for your fam and me. That's awesome. I hope it's so much fun. Nice job, folks. We didn't triple. Might not get Rise right away. What are you planning on getting first? Planning to get a bundle with Ring Fit, then maybe some free games at first, like Rocket League. Nice, yeah, yeah. No idea what you're doing right now. You said, look at him shell away when you're trying to remember how to full burst. You can do 2 shells and a worm steak. Full burst is easiest to do after a blast dash, I think. You can do it after the slaps, though. Or do it in a combo over and over. You're good now? Gotcha. It's fun gun lancing with you. I'll stick with gun lance. I don't know. I don't really like gun lance on rampages. I'll probably change up. I was gonna stick with it, but I'll change it up some. Hopefully your buffs help. I think so. Hammer's comfy. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do Greatsword, I think. Someone feel free and pick a rampage if you'd like to. Yep, someone feel free and pick a rampage. I forget what weapon I just said I was going to use. Greatsword, that's what I said I was going to use. Anyone have Rathalos? Let me see. I do. Teo Greatsword, it's so pretty. Sword and shield time, nice. This should be fun. People get crazy with these poses and stuff. Oh, dude, the bear hammer, the best. Nice hammer. It's terrible, so it's layered. Yeah, it ends too soon in the tree, doesn't it? I will Game God Hunter. I'll have lots to learn when I play stories. You won't spoil anything? Well, that's good. All right, off we go. You can always set up an end game co-op missions. We'll probably try some co-op when we play stories. I just don't know when it's going to be yet. Nice, we finally got a different freaking starting area. Stories 2 is fantastic. It seems like it was made with so much charm in mind for fans of Monster Hunter. It's really neat. From everything I've seen, it looks just lovely. I've decided that for the most part, I don't really like playing games on release. I think I like learning from y'all later on down the line when the game's been out for a little while. I think I also like playing games when they're not caught up in the hype of updates. So, I don't know. I like playing games that are old, I guess. Is what I've realized after playing Rise. Got Game God with the dual blades. Cool greatsword. Why, thank you. Hello, Commander Henkel. Welcome. How you doing? Doing well? Nice. Happy to hear it. Hope you had a nice Saturday. I know I did. Did I have pizza today? I did not. I went to a cookout. It was nice. I was just thinking about that. I'd like to have some pizza soon. Maybe tomorrow. It's a live visit today. It is, yeah. We gotta get some ballista and cannon repels. I don't know how we didn't get any ballista repels in the early waves when we were just shooting everything with ballistas the whole time. It's a bit disappointing. Yeah, we didn't complete any objectives in the first wave. That's too bad. Okay, well, focus on cannons and ballistas this next round, I guess. Cannons can be used for elemental blights, which will be nice. Yeah, we even have ballista doubled up there. So we really want to focus on those today. Or today. This round. Today. KO from Thunderblight. Yep. Cool greatsword. I really like this greatsword. Happy to have collected it up. Game Guy is actually really into dual blades in Monster Hunter Rise. I know they've played some hammer too, but quite a bit of duels. You're using the Rampage Sword and Shield? Gotcha. Duels are I think my favorite weapon in Rise. Like, I'm probably better with Sword and Shield, but duels I really like. Lots of excellent weapons, yeah, that's for sure. Ready up? I'm ready. Someone's not. There we go. Thank you, whoever that was. Nice, Palmetto. That's awesome. What weapon did you use? There's a Rathalos behind you guys. Got the stuns down. Try and focus on ballistas if you guys can, because we have those 2 objectives on it for that one. Yeah, please try and focus on ballistas. Good old bow. Nice. Bow is pretty fun on him. Nice, okay. Almost there with the ballista repels. It's okay to dump some thunder ammo from the cannon onto them and then hit him with a ballista afterwards. That's what I'm going to do here. That way we can get the elemental blights going as well. Wait for these guys to all jump in. And then Thunderblight. Which apparently, okay, there we go. I was going to say, apparently didn't hit anybody? What? Oof. Sorry, Game God. Getting knocked around myself. Welcome back, FPS. Yep, try and use ballistas if you can, folks. Machine cannons aren't going to net us any of our objectives. Unfortunately, even though they're nice and strong. Swap PCs, nice. There we go. Now we can use cans. Nice job, folks, on getting that. Alright, cannon repels it is for this next round. Not a fan of Rampage except for the fact you can do your wire dash tech on all the installments. What is your wire dash tech? Just jumping around, or is there something specific? Make sure you gather drop materials up if you haven't already. Almost to the end of that goal. There you go, nice. We want to try and get these objectives done. Thankfully, both objectives right now revolve around cannons, which is nice. That I appreciate. You'd hope so, but we gotta make sure we actually get those repels with them. You can do a wire dash on the slightest incline and it makes you zoom. Ah, I gotcha. No stuns on those Rakakadakis, that's for sure. Oh no, we did get the stun. I thought that wasn't possible. There we go, there's our repels. It happened at some point, Monty. I was surprised. Normally it's pretty difficult to hit that head. Nice. Perfect, perfect, you guys. Nicely done. Now it's just elemental blights, which shouldn't be too bad. Oh, I might have been a little early. Sorry. Particle's so bright. Oh, well. 2 direct hits from a fireball is going to do that to you. Sorry. I thought he would actually be able to get me from there. One more elemental blight and we've got it. I think that's probably that'll probably happen, no problems. There we go. That's it. Got them all. Let's kill us an Apex Diablos. Or sorry, Apex Rathalos, excuse me. There is a Diablos here, but it is not the Apex. So hectic regarding rampages? It is, yeah. I've grown to like them. Nice stagger during that. Yep, I've grown to like rampages quite a bit. Yeah, I think at one point I merely tolerated them. Then I was accepting of them. Now I genuinely like them. So Miss Gen Moran, me too. He's honestly, if I could pick only one monster to have added to this game for the rest of its run, it would be Gen, personally. No joke. Yeah, when it's just a regular monster, it doesn't nearly have as much weight as the Apex Rampages do. That's okay, though. You can't just throw the player right into an Apex Rampage. How go the hunts? They go really well tonight, Black Wolf Raven. Thank you for asking. Whoops. We've been having a grand time playing multiplayer tonight, I think. It's okay, y'all. You're fine. Oh, looks like we dropped a few frames there. Sorry, folks. Oh, hello, Zenogre. Give me that tail cut, come on. See, it's an ogre. There it is. I also like Lao. Nice end. GG, folks. That was a lovely, lovely rampage. Good couple hunts. I don't even know if you. I don't know if he even touched the gate at all. It barely looks like it. Someone just noticed recently that like that light tries to stay on the opposite side of your player character all the time from the camera. So like most of the time it's not even visible that that light is there. I mean sometimes like there it is, but sometimes it's not. It's weird. It almost looks like they're trying to obscure it, but I don't think they are. Can we join again? If we have enough time, yeah. I think I'm gonna have y'all cycle out. Whoa, holy gems. Got a gem and a plate. Nice. Thanks for the hunts. It was fun. Thank you guys for hunting. The world was like a flashlight for the front of your body. Yeah, it was the Scoutfly cage. I want to send out some guild cards, but then I'm going to have y'all cycle out, and we're going to have Draconic, Stormy X, Kyrule, and Biodrone join in. But first, like I said, guild cards. Hammer. Yeah, for real. All right, Game God and Gog, I'm gonna have you all cycle out. Thank you guys. Make sure you get the gold card if you want to. And then Draconic, Stormy X, Kyrule, and Biodrone, it is your turn. Feel free and join in. Yep, it's the same fight, Monty. It's actually, there's even less stuff to do on Lao in the earlier gens. Hammer. All right, welcome Tiki. Who's Tiki? Feel free and sound off in the chat. There's Bio Hunting Horn with the Charge Blade. That's Draconic Stormy. Thank you, Draconic Stormy. Welcome. Nice layered set, Bio. That looks lovely. Really cool. All right. Well, you guys can feel free to pick a triple monster quest you'd like to do. Like pick a quest and we'll hunt all 3 monsters. I think I'm going to use the bathroom real quick before we do this next quest. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. What monster would you guys like to do? So Klimp must be Kyrule, huh? Yeah. Dalamadur in general really neat. We got the squad in here. What weapon do I want to play this time around? Let's do some IG. I guess I'll post something. Need Val at some point. He might be in this. He might be in this quest. Did I watch the bird up vid? Mm-mm. We'll be ending after this. We're doing, let's see. Right now we have Draconic Storm EX, Kyrule, and Biodrone. I might end after this group. We'll see how late it goes. Whoa, we have another fashion enjoyer here. Biodrone here. Man, you and Rathagog. 2 peas in a pod. Yeah, we'll see. I might not do another group, but maybe I will. It depends on how late this goes. I have to get up pretty early tomorrow, so. Happy got a couple in. It was fun to get to hunt with everybody tonight. I really enjoyed it. It's nice after a long week to kick back and just do some casual hunts with folks. Yeah, it does look like that's all 3 repeats, so we'll see. If I'm not too sleepy, then maybe. Says the streamer who stayed up so he had 3 hours till wake up time. I know. I'm tired tonight, that's all. Mr. Chance, we might let you in. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so we're gonna hunt all 3 monsters that appear on this map. Let's see what they are. Diablos, Almudron, and Baroth. Oh, poor Baroth. haven't fought a bear off in a long time. Here comes blows. Where do you even get orange buff from? Maybe his arms? Maybe his back? Okay, it's back. He still hits pretty hard. That's cool. Love how they revamped so many fights in Rise. I think there are only a couple, like Volbeline and Kazu, that you don't love. Kazu is mostly the same, yeah. Whoops. Meant to do the other attack there. Oh, I'm out of stamina too. Nice. A living fossil, and bless him for it. I like Kazu. Whoops, I missed. I appreciate the para CV. It's pretty awesome. Unironically love the Pozzoth fight. Me too. Me too. Cap the Baroth, please. Okay, we will. Away he goes. What is happening? Turf wars. Turf wars are happening. It's funny seeing Almudron in this map. I feel like you really rarely see him here. I guess I could have just warped there. It would have been pretty quick. Oh well. I feel like you fight him here a lot. I feel like I only ever fight him in the Flooded Forest. I guess maybe in low rank I fought him here a few times, but I don't remember fighting him here much in high rank. This game looks so pretty. Oops. Whoops. Screwed it up. Here comes Blows. Convenient. You talking about movie FPS? Maybe not the right choice there. That was awful. What, you're not supposed to jump directly into the Diablos? Whoops. I don't call it the easiest Monster Hunter GOG. There are a ton of monsters in this game's low rank that have more complex patterns than master rank of Iceborne. Not in every aspect, but there are some things that rival master rank in this game's low rank. It surprised me. Like, if your low rank Tobi-Kadachi has patterns from, like, the G rank variant of Tobi-Kadachi, like, I think it's clear already that they've already learned a bit about increasing the difficulty of 5th generation through fight design, which is cool. I think it's exciting to see them iterate on their new style of gameplay. That's, to me, is like the most exciting thing anytime they make a big change, is like, what are they going to iterate this into? Dude, this poor Diablos. It really is Uchi. Where's the freaking orange buff? I'm so dense. Where's the orange buff? Oh, it's the tail tip. Oh, murdering time. Our cat has the late night zoomies. Oh. Forget that move as a hitbox to it. Ugh. Interesting animation cancel there. Alright, fine. I guess I won't get the tail over there. Get wrecked. Oh yeah, Mudron is excellent, I think. I think he's one of the best new monsters. I just want to aerial the ball. Yo, that damage though. Now I can only get orange buff. What is this game? Madrid, I mean, he's pretty tough. He's got some tricky patterns. If you're not going to put the time in to really recognize how his moves work, you can't just beat him up. A lot of the time you can't. That was kind of cool. Do you still not get the point of the pillars? I don't know. What are the point? There's no point, really. I don't think. It just kind of gets in the way? I don't know. I thought you were like, I thought you had the purpose, Uchi. I thought you had it and you were going to tell me. I'm bummed now. Dude, this fast Almudron though. I wanted it. They kind of funnel into his attacks. Yeah, I suppose. It doesn't really pose any particular threat though. I mean, like, maybe if you were like in the middle of them. Forgot that move was in the game with Insect Wave where you can spin down. Oh, I was gonna get it. Hey Turnip Juice, it's good to see you. It's really good to see you. Alright, next up, Rampage time. Looks so cool. That was neat. You reversed it. Someone at work asked you what matcha tastes like. I don't know how to describe that either. I really don't know how to describe how matcha tastes like. That's kind of a crazy kill cam. It either looks like we're getting wrecked or we're about to dive down and hit him. Lakitu cam, yeah. Finally played some Rise today. Haven't been playing since last update at all. It sounds like GOG hadn't been either. Feel free and pick a rampage if anybody has a specific monster they'd like to fight in the rampage. That's fine with me. Is there Rampage Valstrax? I don't think so. If there is one, I haven't done it. We haven't done an ogre yet today. Sounds cute, FPS. It was actually unnerving to me to see somebody buy this box. I was like, someone's at my box. What the heck? That's pretty funny. I don't know if I want Rampage to become a staple of the series, but I don't want them to just drop it in G rank either. I'm excited to see what they would do with it, honest. Rampage cool, folks, just be a bunch of squares. Yeah. I don't particularly think it needs to be part of the story either. I don't know. Yeah, Turnip, that's fair. Verticality would make them a lot more interesting, wouldn't it? I feel like in solo, you have to be running around doing so many different things, and in multiplayer, you can kind of just camp up and do what you want. I think having some times during multiplayer where you have to like split off from one another and go do things is kind of neat. I've heard that from quite a few folks, Skog. I think for me, I want them to stick with these maps because these maps are amazing. In order for them to stick with maps structured like these, I think they need some kind of traversal system that makes it easier to get around them like wire bugs, but I don't think it necessarily has to be part of the combat. Yeah, I don't 100% care for all of the switch skills and all of the wire bug attacks, the soapline attacks, but in terms of movement, I think it's fantastic. I really like the different kinds of fights that are designed around you having that style of movement. I think it's pretty neat. Do you think it's fine like players for like you to be boosted in this game? I wouldn't recommend it, as Fox. I think you'll miss out on a lot of the experience of playing through the game if you get carried. If that's something like where you don't have the time to play Rise, or you're just not interested in going through all slow, then by all means, whatever. Just I would say try and play through with folks who know what they're doing but aren't using over-leveled gear if you're going to do that. Playing with folks with a bunch of over-leveled gear actually is just kind of silly. really doesn't. It really doesn't, FPS. Everyone's just collectively like, screw this Pookie Pookie. Well, it's G rank, so hopefully, or it would theoretically be G rank, so hopefully it would be a little bit harder. Someday, God. Someday soon. Been watching the Frontier Discord, you know? Good. Good place to hang out that. Every once in a while I get to catch a little bit of it being played. It's exciting. Got the stuns. Good job, folks. I think we got these objectives in the bag. Yep, as you should, FPS. As you should. Ooh, we get Repel Magnum Olive. That's fun. I hope they won't FPS, but you never know. Yeah, I guess so, FPS. I think a Rajang just spawned in. Yoink. Rajank. Hello, Ruminant Moo. Welcome. How you doing? There'll be a way to host it locally on your system, though. God. You can already do that. Like, there is a server aspect to it, but you can host that server for yourself. Got the elemental blights. Crab monster or spider? Is a spider, yeah. I wish it was a crab. There are no crabs in this game. Is that new? Yeah, it was added in this game. There was a spider monster in a game before this one, but this is a different one. First spider monster appeared in Monster Hunter 4, which also had a monkey with a tail they could like grab onto ledges with. It had a big bug tank that mounted another monster, like two large monsters that joined together into one form to attack you. It had giant snakes. For Monster Hunter, like, Arcane, if you could only play one new Monster Hunter game since you've played, like, 2nd and 3rd gen, I would recommend Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate so wholeheartedly. It feels a good chunk like old Monster Hunter. There are new things to it as well, but it mostly feels like old school good stuff. It's so good. It's many, many people's favorite. Hey, we got the repels with the River Fire Artillery. That's crazy. How is 3U? I haven't played that much of it. It's also decently good too. I think for Ultimate, just like all of 3rd generation doesn't have a lot of the monsters from 1st and 2nd. I mean, there are some, but not that many. 4 Ultimate feels like a callback to 2nd generation, honestly, in a lot of ways. It's pretty special. They were introduced in DOS, Black Wolf Raven. Keep missing. 4U Village is a great package. It's probably my favorite village, which is why I've spent the most time RTing it out of the other ones. The end. Nice job, you guys. What'd you want to show me, FPS? I like those old maps, Rat the Gog. It's something I know is important to you, and it's an emote. Oh. Are the coffee pants in that game? I've been curious about it. I haven't checked. I'll be hype if they are, because that means I can wear them while gathering honey. I got it. Oh man, dude, coffee pants season 2. Were the 4th gen maps really that great? We don't like Monster Hunter math in these parts, man. I guess it's a prequel season FPS. No, they were not arcade. I think for a lot of people, 3rd gen maps are some of the very best. 4th gen maps are pretty rough. One of 4th gen's new mechanics is it added the ability to climb up ledges. and like scale walls manually, like you'd climb up them, kind of like you used to climb up the walls around second generation maps, but a little bit more all over the place. And so the maps are all really tall as a result, and it's kind of janky. I think these are my favorite maps in the series as well, Rise's maps. But yeah, third generation maps are really, really good. Was the guy you hosted yesterday playing Gen 4? Oh, I think so, yeah. They were playing 4U. Yep, 4 Ultimate. Pretty sure. I went to sleep pretty early yesterday, so I didn't stick around super late. Why do I have the slowest bug in existence? Whoops. I haven't even touched my Insect Wave until right now. Oh well. We'll make it work. Yeah, Wildspire is really good too. I like the world maps pretty well. I like these maps even more because they generally just feel like giant open environments that really feel, maybe not real, but they feel very well realized to me in a pretty special way. Dude, Fugin's so cool. When you say that area, Fish Glob, are you talking about the area with the weird pit that you can fall down into? Not like the avalanche pit, but like it's up towards the top of the map. And it's the weirdest, area in maybe any Monster Hunter map. There's just a giant pit. Oh, the ice tremors? That's pretty weird too. Just away from that one. You love the pit? I'm not a pit guy. To me, I always fell down into the pit when the monster was out of the pit, and then I had to try and get out. Hunt's been good so far? Yeah, the hunts tonight have been pretty great. We tripled some of them, but it's okay. I'm stunned. Those Weapon Fire Artillery are putting in work. Yomogi! Get him, Yomogi. I'm too sleepy. Yomogi! I didn't realize Bio had gone Gunlance, that's cool. Oh, no. Dude, I love Guildmaster Hojo. I can't wait to fight this thing outside of the rampage. Whoops. Ah. What is happening to this Sinogre? This Sinogre is an Apex Sinogre. I think this may be our last hunt of the night. I'm feeling pretty sleepy. I know this is a little earlier than we normally sign off.
Neat.
This is beans!
Oh, very satisfying. You got it at the beginning of the night, FPS. You can't fool me. It was a good night of Monster Hunter, though. GG. That was a good rampage, folks. We accomplished those objectives. And a plate. You did, Gog. Also, favorite streamer, that's the Kappa part. I never use it like that. Oh, I think it was because of the @ I like that it was not found. It's funny. Another aerial kill screen there. This picture like totally captures how Rampage is. Do you think someday they will get rid of the base IG moveset? I don't know. It definitely feels the most similar to its like original incarnation, Gog, doesn't it? To me, it's like homey in that it really feels still like Insect Wave played in 4 Ultimate. We'll see. I think it doesn't really need it yet. So. It's so weak? I don't think so. I think the regular moves are just fine. Alright. I'm pretty tired tonight. We could go for another group, but I think I'm probably gonna opt to go to bed. I know that's lame, but that's how I'm feeling tonight. Oh, unbuffed IG base attacks. I misinterpreted your question, Wrath of Gog. Do I think they'll ever get rid of that? No. You need a good incentive to keep those buffs up. Well, to those of you who I didn't get to play with tonight, we will do another multiplayer night soon, probably the next week or so. I hope to get to see you guys then. If it's anyone's first time by the stream and you liked it, I'm going to be playing through Monster Hunter very slowly for a long time to come. So if you'd like to watch me learn some more about weapons and practice fights, leave a follow. We do have a cozy Discord server and a YouTube and a Twitter. You can check those out if you'd like to. The Discord server in particular is actually quite cozy. So if you need a spot to be, then check that place out. Lots of discussion about Monster Hunter new and old, and just have a lot of good times in there. The last thing I'm going to do for tonight before I go to sleep, because I'm tired, is find somebody on Twitch who's streaming and we're going to give them a raid. So let us see who's on. I think a couple of our friends have signed on since we started streaming. I think tonight we're probably going to raid our friend Koi Chocobo. They're playing Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate for the Wii U. It was fun, FPS. I'm glad you streamed it. Alright, enjoy the stream over at Koi Chocobo's place. Please be kind to them. And enjoy that 3 Ultimate G rank. I will be back on Monday for initially some freebie night hunts. We're going to be doing a... Thank you, God. Cheers. Woo to you too. Shed woo. That was really kind of you. Thank you. I hope you're enjoying the streams. We're going to be back on Monday with some freebie night. We're going to be doing a freebie night at Cantor and a freebie night Rajang, both with Greatsword, for 2 birthday hunts. It's going to be a good time. All right, I will see you guys then. I hope you guys have a nice weekend. Enjoy Koi Chocobo stream. Happy hunting. Cheers, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.